Hi, my name is Diane Ebley, and I'd like to answer a question that a lot of people have. In fact, it's probably the number one question that we all get, and that is, does the healing code heal blank? Fill in the blank. My cancer, diabetes, MS, whatever. And I'm going to tell you honestly what the answer is, and I want you to listen and promise me that you'll listen to the whole answer. Because you might not like the first answer I give. And the first answer is no. The healing code does not address any physical problem directly. Okay, so what the healing code does do, we believe, is heal the stress in the autonomic nervous system that is caused by the unhealed, unconscious, largely, memories, images, negative images, wrong beliefs that are actually causing like little stress signals to go out into your cells. There's been a lot more research, more and more research actually, about cellular memories that we don't remember just in our head. We remember with our whole bodies. Its memories is in the cells. My personal theory is that it's in the information energy pattern that is in the DNA. There's more and more evidence now that traumas can be passed down through the generations. And again, it makes the most sense to me that it's passed down in these information energy pattern in the cells in the DNA. So that's the theory, and that everything, because everything is a frequency in nature, these memories have a certain frequency. So you may have a memory, let's say, the analogy I like to use is a tuning fork. So let's say that, you have cancer and what you feel mostly is fear. So every time you're reminded that you have cancer, it's activating not only the current fear, but like all of these little tuning forks that are tuned, and the tuning forks being little memories that you have that are unhealed, all the fear memories are like tuned to that frequency of fear. So when you think about the cancer, which would cause anybody fear, it's not only that fear you're dealing with, it's like big tuning fork is struck on the outside, and all these little tuning forks tuned to the frequency of fear are sending out these stress signals into your body. And that causes a lot of stress on your whole body. And your immune system is kind of like, well, what do I fight? If you've got all these fear memories that are always sending out these little stress signals, how are you going to fight it, the cancer? So that's the theory. The theory is what we do with the healing codes is change the frequency of those memories, heal them, change the frequency so that big tuning fork on the outside is struck, got cancer, you're fearful, but it doesn't start activating all these other little tuning forks on the inside to send out the stress signals. So your body has that much more resources to heal itself. I believe personally that God made our bodies remarkable in their ability to heal. You cut your finger like I just did, and all by itself it heals itself. That is just a small example of how our bodies are made to heal itself. But when we bombard it with toxins, when we bombard it with stressors from the outside and from the inside with all these unhealed memories, it just takes up, it's like your computer. It takes up all the CPU space, and you can't deal with anything new coming in. When I first learned about the healing codes, what made the most sense to me was that it helped the immune system do its job, because I always felt that the immune system has to be the answer. It has to be. That's how God made us, to fight off things and heal things. It's our immune system. So everything that we can do to keep the immune system strong and doing its job will help. So of course there's a lot of health things one can do, not to add the stressors, but Also, the healing code is a huge factor of health. It's the reason why so many people can heal so many different things with the healing codes. The what would you say, that the common factor in all these different things that can heal is that the immune system, which is the way we fight and heal disease, is strengthened by these things, these memories being healed. So, does the healing code heal or directly address cancer or diabetes or MS or ALS or any of these things? No. But can the healing codes, doing the healing codes, help heal those things? Absolutely. We have many, many examples. If you go to my websites, healingcodescoaching.com, you can see testimonials, even some visual things of people who have healed from all kinds of things. And my own testimonial is here on YouTube. So it can heal all kinds of things, and I like to give as much evidence. I've got medical records on my site now. You can get my medical records of 8 years of doing healing codes, and comparing 2012 and 2014 with my own medical things that showed all kinds of things for my autonomic nervous system. Heart rate variability test is what it is. So visit my site, healingcodescoaching.com. You can also go to healingheartissues.com, my blog. If you put in the search bar Vinny, V-I-N-N-Y, you'll get the story of how a lot of a community of people doing healing codes for a young boy several years ago now, but he had an inoperable brain tumor, and he's just doing fine now. You'll read, the story's remarkable. And that was doing healing codes for another person who was a 9-year-old boy at the time. He had an inoperable brain tumor and cysts. And what happened was the brain tumor went away, the cysts went away, and what the doctor said had never happened before, the brain matter went back into the space that the cysts had occupied. That happened too, and now he's a normal boy. So healingcodescoaching.com, healingheartissues.com are my two main sites. Bye-bye.